Because when you got a microphone, the guitar sounds like a guitar. And when you got a pickup and wires, guess what? The guitar sounds like your pickup and wires. Now, it might be good, but it's a pickup and wires. And this is a guitar. My name is JimPage. Thanks for coming down. Maybe you were going to come down anyway. You know, who knows? But thanks anyway. Oh, make me a pallet on your floor. Make me a pallet on your floor. Make me a pallet down soft and low. Make me a pallet on your floor. Now when I get to Atlanta town, yeah, when I get to Atlanta town, well, when I get to Atlanta, I ain't got no place to bed me down. Make me a pallet on your floor. Way I'm sleeping, my back and shoulders tired. Way I'm sleeping, my back and shoulders tired. Yeah, the way I'm sleeping, my back and shoulders are tired. I'm gonna roll over and try it on the side. Yeah, make me down. Make me down. I make me a pallet down soft and low. Make me a pallet on the floor. Thanks. Chris Ramey gave me this guitar. We'd been friends for years and we came this far, living in a world of folk clubs and bars, songs for every season, and we sang them on the steel string guitar. Chris Ramey was a big man, and he sang a big song, and in my younger days I tagged along. He had a big life, he lived it right out loud, head and shoulders over everybody else in the crowd. He rode with the pranksters, he knew Neil Cassidy too, Janis Joplin lit a candle for him in an almost rendezvous, Jesse Fuller, Margot St. James, everybody knew Chris Ramey, and he knew them all the same, all the same. He could trip you over the he could drink you under the table, he could trip you over the moon, he could tell more tales than a carny barker on a Saturday afternoon. He had a heart of gold, it was golden to the core. He'd give you the shirt off his back, and if you needed a bed, he'd sleep on the floor. Yeah. lost track of Remy. He lost track of me. Then I heard he was selling cars down in the valley. His guitar was in the closet. Strings were old and dead, but he still had all those songs in his head. In his head. I said, hey, Chris, I don't know about these cars, but guitar strings call for fingers, and your fingers need guitars. And these kids out there nowadays, well, they seem so young, they need a master like you to show them how it's done, how it's done. Rusty at first, then the rust was dusted off. Magic came alive and the songs woke up like a sleeper on the rebound from a long tangential dream. Chris Ramey was back on the scene, on the scene. He got himself a good set of wheels from that used car lot. He put a PA in the trunk and he went out gigging while the gigging was hot. He got a brand new repertoire. It was a fine sight to see, and with his harmonica buddy Jimmy Durance, he made his first CD. Yes, he did. And the music was alive. He was living in the zone, and he loved those old Gibsons and Epiphones. He knew I did too. It's almost biology, so whenever he found a good one, well, he'd show it to me. He'd show it to me. Life catches up with you, no matter how fast you drive, and they say that nobody gets out of here alive. There's songs to come in singing with, songs to fly away, and he knew he'd have to sing one of those other ones someday, someday. Now the period of time we're talking about is about 10 years ago, when this all took place down there in California. Chris Ramey gave me this guitar. When he knew the time was near, he said, go pick the one that speaks to you, Jim, and get it out of here. So I took this old slope shoulder with the sunburst top. It made bells beneath my fingers, and it would not let me stop, let me stop. So sing a song for laughter, sing a song for tears, sing a song for old friends who've known you all these years. Sing a song for leaving, another one for when you're gone, for life is just a melody waiting for a song, for a song. Yeah. Thank you. So I'd like to use that to introduce this song, which is well, Chris actually wrote, I think, 3 songs. But this is the only one that survived, to my knowledge anyway, and at this point in time, I think I'm the only one that sings it. Yeah. Now this is a long time ago, right? This is very much a young person's song. Yeah. Ago, I thought I'd be back soon. My friends gave me a send-off and some money for my room. And I had a girl I guess I loved. I wrote her every day. She stopped writing, so did I, and it's always been that way. I'll just move along. I'll just move along, my friend. send home a letter if there was something good to say. But I can tell you right now they dwindle off. You wouldn't hear from me at all. For friendship ties break fast enough and letters only stall. I'll just move along. I'll just move along, my friend. To you I'll bid adieu, my friend. Sometimes I feel like riding back to those friends I used to know. That's only when I've no new friends and no new place to go. Sometimes I feel like walking back, but I can't tell you why. I kinda feel that way right now, so I guess I'll say goodbye. I'll just move along. I'll just move along, my friend. To you I bid adieu, my friend. Thank you. I think I'll keep that up there. I think I can be careful of it. There's a couple of gigs I look forward to each month, and this is one of them. I wrote this on a paper bag in Lower Manhattan. hold a second. Oh my God, 1970, 43 years ago. Is that right? Yeah. It was March, maybe? Probably March, I would think. I stopped singing it for a long time, and it's kind of pretty in its way. I met a young girl who sat on a step. I saw her quite clearly, quite early one night. I spoke the first words that came to my head. She sealed my fate when she answered all right. She looked quite old, she was younger than I. And I asked her how many like me she had seen. I never counted, she said with a grin. I looked at my hand, Said, I see what you mean. I heard her say, as the night was wearing thin, and she printed my name on the bottom of her shoes. Now all those who pass by, they can never win. Oh, but those who come in, they can never lose. There are many fine seas to part with your hand. Oh, and many fine roads if you know how to choose. To some it's a chance at the axe of the queen. But to one it's a name on an old pair of shoes. This is for Shani, if Shani is still here. She's here somewhere. Maybe not. The only thing about using microphones is I change my position all the time. That's all right. I'll make do. There we go. It's my battery. Oh yeah, it's loose. Oh well. This is for Shani because she's got a friend who's, there we go, doing some stuff around PTSD. And that's what this song is all about. It's real short, it's not very long. It's just kind of a flat stone across the ocean surface of post-traumatic stress disorder. Well, I just came home with a head full of pictures and I can't say. They wake me up screaming in the middle of the night and make them go away. And I might start drinking, I might not stop, I might cross over that line. I just want to get drunk and stay that way all the time. Now I'm walking around with a head full of pictures I don't want to know, hanging in the air right in front of my face everywhere I go. And I might start open, I might not stop, I might cross over that line. I just want to get numb and stay that way all the time. Yeah. Nobody should have pictures in the head like I do. Nobody should have pictures in the head like me. Give them back to the people that wanted this war. I don't want to see them anymore. My life with a head full of pictures and now on. And I can't make love to the world anymore cause it's too strong. And I might get crazy, I might not stop, I might cross over that line, I might do something I might regret sometime. Now who gave me this head full of pictures? Well, I think I know. Some big shot sitting in a padded chair where the money's on the floor. And I might start thinking, I might not stop. I might cross over that line and I might do something about it sometime. Nobody should have pictures in their head like I do. Nobody should have pictures in their head like me. Giving back to the people that wanted this war. I don't want to see him anymore. What are you guys playing over there? Pebble buckets. That's a game called Pebble Buckets. Move the pebbles from one bucket to another.
Pretty good at it.
Yeah. I used to be pretty good at that sort of thing. You're good at it, aren't you? Look at you looking at me. Now I'm playing a game called Pebble Bucket. Moving them pebbles around. It's the best old game when you're in Redmond. I'm hanging around downtown at the Soul Food. At the Soul Food Books. This is Soul Food. We got loads of tables and chairs. We even got some couches over there. Got a piano. Conga drum. Stars and cameras hanging from the ceiling. And you got a lunch bucket, don't you? Yeah. I might have to fix this battery. It's gonna make a lot of noise. But only if I have to. Took a bus to Broadway to see the streetlights shine, the rustle of the windy breeze and the shadows in my mind. And feeling like a stranger in my own hometown, knotted up my collar and I walked it around. Oh, stranger, can't you see there's a stranger in me? Open up the door. Don't be a stranger. Oh, stranger, can't you see there's a stranger in me? Oh, open up the door. Don't be a stranger anymore. Now, lately I've been thinking about the holes inside of me. What it takes to fill them up and keep them company. Everybody needs to know the difference it can make. But such a stubborn disposition is a hard one to break. Oh, stranger, can't you see there's a stranger in me? Open up the door. Don't be a stranger anymore. Oh, stranger, can't you see there's a stranger in me? Open up the door. Don't be a stranger anymore. Now, lately I've been thinking. Last time I saw your face, you were turning it away. My mouth was empty, there was nothing I could say. With you away in your world and me away in mine, we could have crossed it over, but we never took the time. Oh, stranger, can't you see there's a stranger in me? Open up the door. Don't be a stranger anymore. stranger, can't you see there's a stranger in me? Oh, open up the door. Don't be a stranger anymore. Standing at the crossroads, whichever way you go, somebody will be waiting for you. Maybe somebody you should know. Everybody is a stranger. Here we are acting our disguise, reflecting faces from the mirror of our eyes. Oh, stranger, can't you see there's a stranger in me? Open up the door. Don't be a stranger anymore. Oh, stranger, can't you see there's a stranger in me? Open up the door. Don't be a stranger anymore. Don't be a stranger anymore. Thank you. All right, can you hear okay? Does it sound okay? Is it good? Is the guitar okay? Okay, good. Yeah. Even that? Right. I know it is. Kind of cool, isn't it? All right. I'm supposed to have a tip jar. I always forget that. If there's something we could use, yeah. Which helps me pay for things like bridge tolls and gasoline and guitar strings. Oh, and we're moving too, so every little bit helps. Just across town. True story. With his wild electric eyeballs and his cigarette machine, he could play that old guitar like no man you ever seen. He was southern, he was central. He was easy, he was mean. He was Saratoga Billy, and they called him Billy Dean. And this song takes place in 1967. 1968, California. Vietnam was really getting going. Nobody was worried about getting drafted. We all had to register, you know. There were different ways of dealing with it. Some people went in. Some people went to Canada. Some people went to jail. There were massive demonstrations all over the place. And Billy Dean, well, he was a guitar player. This is his story. One fine day a letter came from the army that did say, we'd like to make a man of you in the old American way. So he got all of his things together, yes he did, and he rode off down the track. Yeah, but a couple of weeks later, Billy Dean was back. Well, he stayed away so very long that in trouble deep he grew. And his friends all got nervous, but there was nothing he would do. Until one day they found him, he was playing his guitar. They put the handcuffs on him. They took him away in a government car. While working on the highway, on the stockade crew, he saw a car of people that was only passing through. He waved an arm to signal, and they stopped to let him in. And when the guard turned his head around, Billy Dean was gone again. Well, then the army fathers, well, they all got so mad at Saratoga Billy, who had done bad. They puffed and they sputtered, and they almost lost their minds. For in Saratoga country, Billy Dean was hard to find. Well, it's been many years now since I seen him last, and I just don't have the time, oh, to spend on the past. Yeah, but sometimes I wonder, and sometimes I think, when it's late in the evening, too much to drink, with his wild electric eyeballs and his cigarette machine, he could play that old guitar like no man you ever seen. He was southern, he was central, he was easy, he was mean. He was Saratoga Billy, they called him Billy Dean. He was Saratoga Billy, they called him Billy Dean. And this is a similar story, I guess. This was 1971. A guy named Jeffrey Kane, who was a guitar player, coming up to play in Seattle. Well, I'll tell you a story, my friend, from the Vietnam days way back when. Body counts mountain on the wall. You had to do something about it all. That's when the singer took a trip up to Washington State. It was a good day to travel on the interstate. 2 hitchhikers, all of 19, traveling real light with their heads shaved clean. The singer picked him up, he had room in the car. He says, I'll take you where you're going if it's not too far. We're going up to Canada, they said it kind of slow. Seems like the place to go. Where you can trust a stranger if you give him a chance. And there's a million stories in his sideways lands. The singer knew he had a long-range view. I'm only going to Seattle, he said, but I'll see what I can do. Now the interstate's a long, straight, blacktop line. You can do a lot of thinking while the time unwinds. Leaving California for the evergreen land. Pretty soon the singer had a plan. Stopping for supplies like anybody might do. Get a map and a compass and a flashlight too. Canteens for water. Food enough to last. Going on to Seattle, but they drive right past. Almost to the border, take the side road to the hill. Here's your map and your compass and a $20 bill. Canada's that way, it's a straight shot. Good luck and goodbye and don't get caught. And then the singer drove away in a darkening breeze, and 2 shadows disappeared in the evergreen trees. And that's a measure of a war. Try to tip the balance just a little bit more. Now I was there when the singer came in late, muttering something about the interstate. The songs were good and the music was fine, and that's what kept us going most of the time. And that's the end of my story, my friend, from the Vietnam days way back when. About a singer on the road and the AWOL kid, how you had to do something, and that's what they did. Thank you. And she said, I hear there's been trouble down here, blow to blow. They said, trouble, we've been getting trouble every year, and the cold winds they blow. Anna May made a vow by the fire that night, blow to blow, that she would give her life to the people's fight, and the cold winds they blow. And then the voice in the whispering of wind did say, blow to blow. Somebody's gonna get hurt someday, and the cold winds they blow. In 1972, blow to blow, trouble in the Pine Ridge settlement grew, and the cold winds they blow. And in 1973, blow to blow, the trouble exploded a wounded knee, and the cold winds they blow. And in 1974, blow to blow, there was a backlash beating at everybody's door, and the cold winds they blow. And then the warning passed from tongue to tongue, blow to blow, that there was trouble a-coming with the federal gun, and the cold winds they blow. Anna May out the jail one day, blow to blow. It's just exactly why they never would say, but the cold winds they blow. Oh, they wanted some facts and they wanted some names, blow to blow. But Anna May wouldn't tell them a thing, but the cold winds they blow. She said, you can kill me dead or you can lock me away, blow to blow. 'Cause that's what you're gonna be doing anyway, and the cold winds they blow. And they said, all right, you're free to go, blow to blow. But just don't say we never warned you so, and the cold winds they blow. Anna May went up for a walk one night, blow to blow. Oh, but she never lived to see the morning light, and the cold winds they blow. Oh, it's a mystery, I heard it said, blow to blow. How Anna May died with the bullet in her head, and the cold winds they blow. The story spread both far and wide, blow to blow. How another daughter of the people had died, and the cold winds they blow. And the people came from many miles, blow to blow, to lay her away in traditional style, while the cold winds blow. And the song upon the drum was sung, blow to blow. And the sky covered over and the storm did come with the cold winds that blow. And the voice in the howling of winds did say, blow to blow. Somebody's gonna pay someday for the cold winds that blow. castles in the land. I'm stuck here in the city. There's so much I don't understand. It's a quiet desperation coming over me, coming over me. I gotta leave, I can't stay another day. There's an emptiness inside of me. I feel too much loneliness out here. There's another place I've got to be. Another place I've got to be. I long for you, Dakota. Smell of sweet grass in the plains. I see too much meanness. I feel too much pain. There's a quiet desperation coming over me, coming over me. I gotta leave, I can't stay another day. There's an emptiness inside of me. I feel too much loneliness out here. There's another place I've got to be. Another place I've got to be. sun goes up and the sun goes down. All the many planets are spinning around, hanging on to a little green piece of ground. Everything is round. All around the lost and found, tubular bells make a tippity sound, and the rolling balls that go rolling around. Everything is round. You can fantasize a straight line. You can try it if you may, but I guarantee that straight line you're gonna turn around someday. Everything is round. Crazy man beating on a big skin drum, and everybody waiting on the kingdom come. Well, every other kingdom just come undone. Everything is round. Starting from the Mother Earth, learning what a circle's worth, returning to the place of birth, and everything is round. You can calculate the answer, you can call it MC squared, but if space and time are truly curved, there are no squares out there. Everything is round. God could speak, he'd have to say, forget about the judgment day, there's no straight and narrow anyway. Everything is round. Entropy and institution, a convoluted evolution, revolving every revolution, and everything is round. Everything is round. Everything is round. Everything. Thank you. I was waiting for you to show up. I was waiting for you to show up. These strings are getting really old, so I have to if I detune, I have to play lots of things that are in that same sort of thing so they don't, go south on me. If you understand what I'm saying. see that bird up in the sky. You wonder how she could get so high. She don't walk and she don't run, she just flies until the traveling's done. The green rocky road, promenade in green. Who do you love and who do you love? So when I go by Baltimore, need no carpet on my floor. Come along, go with me, and we'll go see what we can see. Green rocky road, promenade in green. Who do you love and who do you love? Love the way that the rain sounds on the rooftop over my head of little animal feet. The way the clouds come down so low sometimes, seem to prowl around the alleyways and get into the side streets. And all the world goes soft, and the hard lines disappear, and the echo of the footsteps will let the music in your ear. And the sing-song river runs all along that little crack. I've been all around the world and I keep coming back. A lot of big boats come to the dockside, they tie off and unload, and they stay a little while. You got a bright light Saturday, Liberty night, you gotta do it up right, you gotta do it in style, yes you do. Maybe hear a little music. Can I have this next dance? Maybe fall in love if I get half a chance. With somebody like you, imagine that. I've been all around the world and I keep coming back. First time I rode the bus, it picked me up hitchhiking. Took me clear across town, yes it did. I said, I ain't got no money. He said, that's all right, friend, just get on board. Lay your burden down. And I did. He said, where you going? I said, I have no idea. This looks pretty good, so I'll get off here. And I went off a-walking with my guitar across my back. I've been all around the world and I keep coming back. Well, I rode that 3-mile bridge so high one time I could have scratched old Mr. Moon right in the chin. I took a look at the water in the canal down below and I thought to myself, I'm gonna dive right in. Yeah, but I'm too young to go that way, and I ain't ready yet. I don't mind falling that far, I just don't want to get that wet. It's a carnival of circumstance. You have to have a knack. I've been all around the world and I keep coming back. That's right. Johnny is marching home again. Johnny is marching home again. When Johnny is marching home again, we'll all go out and welcome him. Never mind the shape he's in. And we'll ask him how the fighting went. Ask him how the fighting went. Ask him how the fighting went and how he likes the president. Casualties are an accident. We'll beat our drums and wave our flags. We'll beat our drums and wave our flags. Beat our drums and wave our flags with great and grand and glorious rags. The ones that put in the body bags. And later on when the sickness comes. Later on when the sickness comes. Later on when the sickness comes, some chemicals and uranium. We'll wring our hands and we'll all play dumb. See the old veterans who did their part. The veterans who did their part. See the veterans who did their part and came back home with a purple heart. Walking around with a shopping cart. Say, where are the legs you used to run? Where are the legs you used to run? Where are the legs you used to run before you went to carry a gun? I'm afraid your dancing days are done. You have no arm, you have no leg. You have no arm, you have no leg. You have no arm, you have no leg. You're an armless, legless, chickenless egg. They'll have to put you out with a bowl to beg. Kill them and they'll kill us back. We'll kill them and they'll kill us back. We'll We'll kill them and they'll kill us back. They say it's always been like that. All for the banker and his money sack. So tip your hat and take a bow. Tip your hat and take a bow. Tip your hat and take a bow and get on with your life somehow. They're taking your little brother now. Well, I was 18 and change when the telephone rang, calling me to report to the sea. Vietnam War raged in every front page of the country. So I sailed to the war of a faraway shore, with boys no wiser than I, too young to vote, hoping too young to die. Serving time for the crime of being born American male, where sons become brothers in arms or brothers in jail. Well, perhaps it was love or self-prescribed drugs, or the limbo of lost out at sea, sailing that line beyond reason and rhyme. Frank, Dennis, and me. Oh, I recall the resorts and all the opium ports, but truth shines later in life. For the plight of the pawn, it pales in the light of the king. How convenient is a God who would spare not the rod and send his only child to die, when in the hands of a power intent on only saving a life. I turned 21 years old, coming home from the South China Sea, slapping paint on the rust of the sinking American dream. And did the home fires burn for the hero's return, or was the red carpet rolled to the sea? Where was the parade when democracy was saved by Frank, Dennis, and me? Now I can see in my son where he'd marched to the gun, how his soul would wither and die. I know how that goes. Far too long it's been happening to mine. May the damage done me by the powers that be never be done unto mine. And may the criminals and foes be exposed by history and time. For Dennis and I swore that the Vietnam War will have ended at the moment when honor prevails with justice demanded. And as the names on the wall of the Washington Mall await the dead to return from the sea, those veterans still dying a day at a time, with Frank, Dennis, and me. Dennis and I swore that the Vietnam War will have ended at the moment when honor prevails with justice demanded. And as the names on the wall of the Washington Mall await the dead to return from the sea, those veterans still dying a day at a time, with Frank, Dennis, and thank you. I'm kind of going off in my head, aren't I, a little bit? I'm kind of tired. Hope it's okay. Hope it sounds okay. I'm doing the best I can to hold on to the slim thread of my intelligence as this night goes on. What was I going to do? I had something in my mind I was going to do. Hold on. I'll do this. I know what I'd like to do, but I don't know if I can remember the words. I might try it anyway, but in the meantime, yeah. There was a place in Burien called the Burien Log Hall. That's where the Iron Lords had their parties. I played a couple of those parties. I never saw so much drinking. I never saw so much stonedness in my whole life. There was about half an inch worth of beer on the floor. I mean, liquid on the floor that you had to walk through. The Iron Lords were a motorcycle club, but they mostly just had parties and drank. I got there because of my friend Jesse, who was a bouncer. He was a member of a different club called the Third Rail. They were small. And he'd take me out there to play at the Iron Lords party. That was a long time ago. We could all survive it, and back then we were young enough. I don't think I'd survive it now if I tried. Jesse was a bouncer when I met him. Bouncer of a club called the Fresh Air Tavern up on Capitol Hill. That's where John Lee Hooker played. Brownie McGee and Sonny Terry. Billy Joel played in there. Big Mama Thornton. Charles Lloyd. I remember Charles Lloyd had a bass player that had a pink afro. I'd never seen a pink afro before. This is 1972. You just didn't see pink afros in 1972. But he had one. Well, Jesse passed away last year. So I wrote him this little song. what I'm talking about. I bet a friend you never had, big brother, dear old dad, man about town, wheels rolling round, back in the old fresh air, seemed like everybody was there, Harvey Mandel and Sugar Cane, now it'll never be the same. There he is, and there he goes. There he is, and there he goes. You had a mean right swing, in and out of the ring, for the ones you love, and for the golden gloves, and on a crosstown trail, riding around with a third rail. And all the boys in blue sure like to get their hands on you. There he is, and there he goes. There he is, and there he goes. I used to sleep on the couch with your scooter on the floor. I guess I won't be doing that anymore. Everything smelled like dogs and motor oil. It was an oasis in the world of turmoil. That's right. Getting older, slowing down. You get a job downtown, working the longshore, just like your brother before. Going out for one last fling. Oh, the songs we could sing, all about you and your buddy John. But now those days are long gone. There he is, and there he goes. There he is, and there he goes. The girls stand off on the sidelines and they cry. Even the Iron Man gets a tear in his eye. So raise your glass and drink a toast to whoever it is that you love. I'm on my way. Every step is a brand new day. Yeah, life is good. It's going by just like it should. Yes, in this old town, sure got some stories to hold it down. And I know they broke the mold when this story got told. I know they broke the mold when this story got told. That's right. I can play louder than that. No one could sing the blues like Lightning Hopkins. I don't care what anybody said. I was 15 years old, riding by the passenger window with my radio up against my head. And that's when I heard him for the first time, cutting in through the noise of the car. And my whole world turned upside down. I just had to learn to sing and play guitar. So I got on my bicycle with the high-rise handlebars, and I would ride for 20 miles on a run. I got every one of his records I could find back then. Yes, I did. I had 11 of them by the time I was done. And I never learned to play the blues. I hope that's all right. I never learned to play the blues, but I could sing and play guitar all night. Now years later up in Seattle town, lightning came through playing 3 nights in a row. I caught up with him early in the dressing room. Somehow I just had to let him know. So I took out my guitar and I started playing. And I made him up a song to tell it right, about the radio, the car, and all of his records. And how glad I was to meet him that night. And I sang about what he taught me without even knowing it, and all the lessons I still had to learn. And Lightning, he just grinned. Yeah, when I was done, he told me a story in return. And I never learned to play the blues. I hope that's all right. I never learned to play the blues, but I could sing and play guitar all night. But this is what he told me. He said he was walking around the backwoods down in Texas one time when he was only 12 years old. He was carrying his guitars almost as big as he was. He was tired, hungry, and cold. He saw some people were having a picnic, and he asked if he could sing for his meal. They turned him away and said because he was too raggedy. He could still remember how it made him feel. Then he looked off into the distance through his dark sunglasses, and he grinned a little more just for chance. He said, now I got money in the bank back home, and they know who I am in France. And I never learned to play the blues. I hope that's all right. I never learned to play the blues, but I can sing and play guitar all night. Now, Lightning died back in '82. I can still remember where I was and how I heard. I was playing the meeting place in Dublin. Local blues singer gave me the word. Now some people, they pass right through you. Yes, and maybe they leave a little mark. Some people shine like a light for you sometimes. Help you find your way when it gets dark. They say that this world is made of stories. From these stories, our songs are grown. Sometimes, the songs just get so big, you have to go out and make a song of your own. And I never learned to play the blues. I hope that's all right. I never learned to play the blues, but I can sing and play guitar all night. Well, I know what I wanted to do. Okay. It's hard to figure out where to put this song in. So I guess I just put it in here. I saw a woman's face in the paper. But hold a second. Saw a woman's face in the paper. She was from Iraq. I was looking at her. She was looking right back, and her eyes still haunt me. over all of the distance, such a human insistence demanding answers and asking questions. How can you do this? And why don't you do something to stop it? These briefcase killers, these bureaucrat thugs, pushers of bullets, runners of drugs, these colonels and statesmen, these newspaper drones, this idiot system, this hard as stone. Don't look, don't see, don't hear, don't think. Sit back, relax, have a smoke, take a drink, go to work, come home, watch the game, let them breed dead babies in your ignorant name, and their eyes still haunt me. Over thousands of miles, millions of agonies, reaching, reminding, and tearing the blankness. How can you do this? And why don't you do something to stop it? Are we just pretending, depending on them to give us excuses when the going gets grim? To pass resolutions to make it all right so that in spite of everything we can still sleep at night? Well, if we don't do what has to be done, we will be criminal ancestors. Everyone criminal ancestors doomed to the dust. And whatever happens, it'll happen to us. And our eyes still haunt me, screaming the silence and all the complicity of these American hands. And I have to answer when she asks me, how can you do this? And why don't you do something to stop it? I saw a woman's face in the paper. She was from Iraq. I was looking at her. She was looking right back. You loved your sweet country for all of your life, like your mother and father before you. And the land runs deep, so deep in your blood, your flesh and your bone and your sinews. Descendants and ancestors deep as it goes, a relative circle as far as your eye. It can all be undone in the flash of an instant. Mechanical thunder that bruises the sky, bruises the sky. Goodbye to my relatives, all of my life, never again will I see. You won't have a name when they fly the big airplanes. Collateral damage is all you'll be, all you'll be. From a faraway place where the language is strange, they come with their angry machines, and the clouds rain a metal that hurts when it falls, and it shatters the ground, making everything scream. And the children run crippled, the old people hide, the babies are caught in the rubble debris. But the strangers don't know you, you are only a number, underreported on color TV, color TV. Goodbye to my relatives, all of my life, never again will I see. You won't have a name when they fly the big airplanes. collateral damage is all you'll be, all you will be. A mother is more than a number to a baby who now has to grow up on its own. And a grandfather blinded and crippled at his age is more than just a statistical drone. All of these people are human, and humans are more than a footnote. This cynical language of killing is killing us, caught like a bone in humanity's throat, humanity's throat. Goodbye to my relatives all of my life, never again will I see you. You won't have a name when they fly the big airplanes, collateral damage is all you'll be, all you'll be. So if you see a ghost in the lonely wind blowing, like shrapnel the sound of the rain, and it's speaking a language you don't understand, but you know what it means just the same. There's no time for innocence, all of that's over now. Don't say that you didn't know. When they come to collect for the damages owed, the collateral may be your own, maybe your own. Goodbye to my relatives all of my life, never again will I see you. You won't have a name when they fly the big airplanes, collateral damage is all you'll be, all you'll be. Anybody know what time it is? You know what time it is? What? 8:45. It's 8:45. I've got 15 minutes left. Okay. Damn. God, that goes by fast. All right. What?
You have a song for that.
Probably. So once again, I have a tip basket right there. I have CDs right there. Now I'll say no more. Now come on. walk for miles and miles beside the hills so green and underneath the sky so blue. When I was in love with you, and that's the way the world went round in my old hometown. Oh, but life goes on, and we sing a song, and the verses get deeper in time, and the roads we take may make our hearts break. Oh, but you have your way, I have mine. But when life goes on and we sing a song, and the verses get better in time, and our voices rise as we harmonize, but you have your melody and I have mine. My old hometown, where there was a winding stream, and we could walk for miles and miles beside the hills so green and underneath the sky so blue. But when I was in love with you, that's the way the world went round in my old hometown. All right. I learned a song back in 1966. Reverend Gary Davis. Candyman, salty dog. Candyman, salty dog. Candyman, salty dog. You won't be my Candyman, I won't be a salty dog. Little red light, little green light, little red light, little green light, little red light. Little green light, stopping the red and you're going to green. Don't you mess with the mist in between. Will you run and get the bitch, get the baby some beer? Run and get the bitch, get the baby some beer. Yeah, you run and get the bitch, go on, get out of here. You run and get the bitch, get the baby some beer. Run and get the bitch, get the baby some beer. Well, do the things God Almighty world. Keep me Candyman. Gingerbread man, Santa Claus. Gingerbread man, Santa Claus. Gingerbread man, Santa Claus. Gingerbread man raised for his eyes, gonna eat him just quick as he can. Candy man, been and gone. Candy man, well, he's been and gone. Candy man, been and gone. I wish I was in New Orleans, sitting on a candy stand. That's fun to play. Okay, I'm gonna do one more song. Hold on a second here.
Revolution's coming, Jim.
I know. What do you want? Oh, okay. Well, it looks like they mean business, and it might be over our dead bodies. I was hoping to get some health care, but you never know. Thanks a lot for coming down. I mean, you might have come down anyway, who knows? Sitting around soul food books on a Thursday night and watching some guy with a guitar play. Or maybe just working on a computer, getting a good screen tan. You never know. Life gets out of hand sometimes. So if you're going around downtown Redmond looking for a parking lot mall, someplace you can hang out, this is the right one. That's what the soul food is all about. Soul food books, soul food stage. I'm a little tired right now tonight. I've been running myself ragged. Maybe you can tell. I've been doing a lot of good gigs, you know, running around like hell, doing 2 gigs a day, which is a lot of fun. But sometimes, by the time that day is done, you start to wear out a little bit. Start to fade. Like you're following along on your own parade. So somebody told me to watch out for October number 1. When that day comes along, we're all going to start having some fun. I didn't know what she meant. Then October 1 came along, and we started to have some fun. Half of the government shut down, and the other half is arguing with the half that shut down. And I only hope to myself that, I don't know if people have any brains, and I know that we do. We are primates with brains. We will be able to see what some of these people actually have up their sleeve. I mean, it's one thing to say that I can't have a Cadillac, or that I can't have wall-to-wall carpeting, or I don't get to make $700 an hour. That's one thing. Or maybe they might even want to cut a bus line here or there, but to say that I can't have health care, that's a little nasty, don't you think? And the shut down the whole government over it? Well, not the whole government, obviously. The essentials keep going, like the military. So I guess this is an obvious song to finish up with. The song kind of speaks for itself. It's a song of purpose, intention, and it goes like this. We are born of nature, and in nature we will die. Oh, and if we don't make it, it's not because we didn't try. No, it's not because we didn't try. They say they will incorporate the world over my dead body, over my dead body, over my dead body, over mine. They have all the money, we have the will, and I would rather be a match than a paper dollar bill. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. They have the guns, all we are is flesh and blood, but we will multiply our numbers and drown them in our flood. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. They say they will incorporate the world. Sing it. Over my dead body, over my dead body, over my dead body, over mine. Yeah. One more time. They have all the power, we have the will, and I would rather be a match than a paper dollar bill. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. They have the power, that's what they say, but we will turn those tables, take their power away. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. We will not be dissuaded, and we will not turn around. We will face the barricades, and we will tear them down. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. They say they will incorporate the world over my dead body, over my dead body, over my dead body, over mine. You can call me a fool, that's alright with me. I will live to see this good round world breaking free. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. They say they will incorporate the world over my dead body, over my dead body, over my dead body, over mine. They say they will incorporate the world over my dead body, over my dead body, over my dead body, over mine. There you go. Thank you.